Hit. Step in line. Step in line. 90 to the left. 90 degrees to the left.
And then come down when he knows where his spot is. He knows he has his left. All right? Great. So great. Same thing.
We're here at East High School with a few weeks into the high school football season, and everybody's talking about East, but what they don't know is that the Eagles are not only running the ball, they're sharing the credit. When it comes to the team, who do you really rely on and need to really pull through?
We need the linemen, because if it wasn't for the linemen, we wouldn't even have no long runs, no touchdowns, nothing like that. They down for us, and we love them, and that's how it is.
And I've seen the way you've sort of acted with some of the teammates. What's that like, being the leader of a team and knowing full well they're rallying around everything you're saying and doing?
It's a big part of the team, because without a captain or a leader, where could the team go? Somebody has to step up at one point. So it's like having everybody behind my back, and just Freddie here and the line here, everybody on the team just being one. It's good to be somebody that can be vocal and speak up for one another.
What are your thoughts now on the fact that, now you're going into your junior year, you got a team that really starting to get noticed? How does that make you feel?
Real good. It's better. It's a good opportunity for us and everybody on the team, and also me, and I'm just taking advantage of it.
The East Eagles were 4-5 last season, but had one of the biggest additions to Section 5 to the team this year in Stefan Magee, a sophomore transfer from a prep powerhouse in Simi Valley, California. Stefan is already committed to the Oregon Ducks for 2021 and was named the preseason All-American by Max Preps.
Your thoughts on first coming to East High School? A lot of people were looking forward to you coming back to the Rochester area. Just talk about being back in Rochester and moving from sort of the West Coast back east.
It's a very humbling moment, and it's just a process being back home. So I got to watch my surroundings and people I trust and be with. So it's like humbling moment, just believing in God and just back home being around my family.
How big of a role model was, ex-football player for East High School, Roland Williams, in your development? You guys have a very good relationship, in not just in football, but beyond that.
It was a very good relationship. When I first met him, I went to his camp. I didn't really know him, but as I went to progress in his camp, I just had faith in the camp and what he was doing. So one year he was at Doug, and I was just there, and then we gained a good relationship. And he asked me, did I want to come to the West Coast? He could change my life, and I said, yeah, I'll be willing to do it.
And with the East Eagles sharing the credit amongst themselves as players, where does it all start? With the head coaches. That's right, 2 head coaches running the team. Just what is the sort of thought process with 2 head coaches? How do you guys split the work up?
Well, first of all, me and James are on the same page of a lot of things, like our morals and our character. That's first for us always, and we make most of our decisions based off that stuff, like just staying true to who we are. We have different strengths and weaknesses which work out well, and the biggest thing is it's the pride thing. None of us, we just want to be successful and help the kids, So as far as that, the workload's so much that it's nice. We both have young kids too, so we pick each other up,
It just pretty much shows the team that we can work together. Guys need to work together, play football. It's a team sport. So we got 2 head coaches to work together. If it doesn't work well, then, things don't go as well. And we're both supportive of each other, and we show the kids that. So that kind of helps pass the message on as a team to become a unit.
I think it's a tough dynamic when you have a lot of playmakers that want the ball and do things with the ball in their hand. But I think we've done a decent job of empowering the younger guys. Like, just because you're not a senior, it doesn't mean you can't call someone out if they're not working hard, doing something that you don't like. But at the same time, you got to be happy for each other when they do make plays. And I think, to say anything about our team is that we're happy for each other when the other person makes a big play and a first person in the end zone to celebrate. And that showing that on a consistent basis just automatically makes you a leader. The unselfishness that when the team winning is the first goal, that's when you have success, in my opinion.
Absolutely.
Co-coaches, an All-American standout, an undefeated start this year, and it can all be traced to the core beliefs: communication, trust, and leadership.
That's the one thing we stressed on is just leadership, not being selfish, working with each other. So when you see a bunch of the seniors step up and you see underclassmen step up and being a leader and putting someone else first, it makes you feel good as a coach.
So I wanted to ask you, Freddie, obviously now that everybody knows East High School is back and in full force, how does it feel after, the first few games of the year, getting the season started with this unit?
It feels real good. We learning, working together as a team, and getting better every day and grinding. Yeah.
What do you like more, playing offense or defense?
I like offense.
Offense.
Yeah.
Why is that?
I like scoring touchdowns, and getting yards.
Yeah. Good stuff, man. And what do you like more, offense, defense, or it doesn't matter? You just like playing football?
It really don't matter. I just like playing football.
There it is. Best of luck to you in Oregon, man.
Yes, sir.
Yep. All right. Whether it's the players influencing the coaches influencing the players, the formula is success at East High School. For the Vision High School Sports Beat, I'm Tariq Spence.
Be loud, be proud, and please be considerate. And most of all, enjoy the game.
You gotta wake up. You gotta wake up.